Hello, dear friend. Welcome back. After sharing a drink with Eve's lover, Yortamil, the Rift Seekers return above ground to get some rest. Though, before they're able to return, Songbird, one of Ambrose's many personalities, makes her appearance. Taking a few too many drinks, Songbird takes the spotlight and replaces Ambrose. She begins to cause some chaos within the group.
I'm holding it together.
You're
You
strong.
keep moving my hat. It's pissing me off.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Fucking with our head.
Songbird leans in closer as you guys like whisper.
Don't.
Ornan like puts a hand on you and then she does too.
Oh, I've had dreams like this. That's crazy.
I don't know why we're whispering.
Oh, we were just having some fella conversation.
Well, I'd love to be a part of this conversation.
I'm so strong. I'm not gonna fall.
Yes, you are. And she like moves her hand down your arm and like with her thumb and fingers like carefully goes over like your muscles.
He's got the ick again.
He's got the ick so
Good.
hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad Dara's not here.
That's
I do think okay. If you
Dara,
don't eat
I
the
said
bread,
disturbance in the force.
there's something wrong.
you just cracked the rabbit
sensual.
extra hard.
That's how the scene changes in our
Fucking
animated
Smeagol.
show. Just
Someone's being sensual and they're not married.
I'm just gonna ignore the title.
Straight to hell.
Stranger for a fucking bingo card.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, I was so mad. That was crazy. Okay. Okay, if you don't eat the bread, I think you should eat some meat or cheese or something. Just get a little bit more food in your stomach, maybe, you know?
I thought you were gonna say something else. And she goes and grabs like a piece of meat and then bites it very slowly and seductively towards you.
That one. I hate this bitch. It's.
Hmm?
I got a case of the hiccups. Want a little water? Stay hydrated.
She just goes ahead and takes it and takes a little sip, very gingerly, and then sets it down.
No, I don't want to do that. That's fucking awful.
How have you been?
I think we
Oh, you know,
reevaluate.
bored. Seems like everyone else has been taking the spotlight and leaving me out of it.
I get what you mean. You're like a.
Especially Ambrose.
I get it. You're like a bird in a cage.
I am, and I yearn to be free. You see a lot of people eyeing Songbird. A lot of them in not a good way. Some of the drow though are like, ooh, like eyeing her, but some of like the dwarves and gnomes are like, what the fuck is an elf doing here?
Oh, because it's not just a half elf, it's a.
It's full blood elf,
Yep.
pure blood.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I literally have a skill called Danger Sense, and my danger senses are tingling. We need to get her out of here.
So,
I trust your instincts, Hornet. You're really good.
is there
at
any
that.
other place we could go to? This place is very quiet.
There's like, I
Where
heard
could
the
we
rumors
go?
Of like a
Well,
party.
Where could we go? And then she leans towards you, Macau. I like what he's saying. Say it again.
Why would you say it? Why would you say it? She's intoxicated.
No. What? What are we whispering?
What the fuck? I want you to. This is what I just heard.
Are you sure you're not drunk?
That's all I heard.
Ornan goes.
Squeaking chair.
This is what Ornan does. Hey. At this point, Yortamil, who's kind of like has scooted closer to you, away from the Songbird, stops drinking at this point and has taken like some water and some other food and put it in his system.
Good call.
And just kind of like leans his head on your shoulder and then like looks up at you and goes,
We could.
"Is this what it's like all the time for you guys?"
Adult dwarves.
Yes, but actually.
This is a monthly special.
Well, I'm glad I get to catch it. And he kind of like rests his hand on like his chest and like takes a more relaxed, like, I get to watch a show now.
Yep.
Question for the masses: do we have a place of refuge for the evening?
Oh,
Tent, inn.
We were shown to an empty tent.
But I don't know if that means that's where we're staying.
Yortamil? Any thoughts?
Well, he like composes himself. We do have some tents. If you would like to stay there, I'm sure you'd be able to find an inn here as well. Just a word of caution. This upper district of Kirtragot, kind of like leans in close, not to like disturb anyone else. We are not on very good terms with them. The Reeve here is very stubborn in his ways, holds a lot of traditional values, I'd say. Since you are adventurers, I'm sure they would take more kindly to you, but to me and the rest of the refugees, they don't want anything to do with us. In fact, they're not letting any of the refugees into town because... Well, there have been a few raids on some supply caravans that have come through, and with that, the Reeve has not allowed any of the refugees inside until there's been some either compensation or consequences to those the culprits. So you have your choice. If you would like to stay down here, you're more than welcome to, or you can stay up with us. We have a few tents that could be procured for you. Up to you. And Songbird, as she's like twirling her hair with her finger, just like, well, I think, and she like really like leans over to you, Macau, almost her head almost like touching your shoulder. I think we deserve some place with a proper bed and sheets and pillows. Nothing like what your tent has.
Personally, I would rather take a tent.
Yeah.
She like, Songbird looks at you and just goes like, eyes you up and down. Yeah.
Oh. Tents are nice.
Yeah, I think we should get back to our tent. Don't you agree, Macau?
There's something nostalgic about it.
Do you know how hard this is for me?
She starts like with her fingers, like walking them up your arm.
She's drunk. This is wrong.
I'm fine. I
Back to
am an elf.
the tent.
I can hold myself.
Okay.
Very nice harmonizing.
What a time! What a time!
You like
Jesus
rapid fire. Just get that as a sound clip.
What's your gun sound like?
Oh fuck.
So, anyways, I don't know where we left off, but Songbird is really hitting on you, Macau. So,
Tense.
so what you guys doing
Pitching.
now?
It's freaking me out. We
No.
need to get her to sleep.
You were discussing nap time, sleepy areas. So, what do?
Well,
I've already done my part.
Yeah, you're doing
I had a good
Adara
time.
things. Yeah, you're having a good time.
You got their daring.
What are you guys feeling?
Tent.
Tense?
Tent.
Okay.
Fuck, there are some things that I just don't think I should say, even though Songbird definitely would. Yeah.
You gotta find that. You gotta find the line.
I was gonna, dude, my brain immediately fucking misfired, and I'm like, ooh, say it right now. And
No.
Yeah. Abort. Let's just say she makes a very sexually charged comment after that.
Understood.
About tense.
About
No, you said something else.
What are you feeling right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, don't ask
There
me
you go.
how I'm feeling.
Hey, we did not have to circle back to that.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
I don't want to carry on. This.
Yeah.
We're
Circle's broken.
We're carrying on.
I'm not
Circle's broken. We escape the loop. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bioshock
Please break
Infinite,
us
for
out.
teaching us this mission.
Yes. There's always a lighthouse.
Yeah, there's always a lighthouse.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't worry about it.
I'm with you
Okay.
there. I don't know.
Bioshock. Don't worry about
I haven't played it. I need
it.
to.
I have it tattooed on my body.
What?
Bioshock.
That's a chain.
Yeah, this is from Bioshock.
Okay.
The main character in Bioshock 1 has chain tattoos on both of his wrists, and they're meant to symbolize that he is forever a slave. He has like a secret code. He was a test tube baby. Anyway.
Oh,
We love that.
we love test tube babies in this house.
I'm glad. What are we doing?
I guess, I suppose tent is probably the best option because it is cheap, and it is away from. Okay, listen.
And it's away from people.
Listen, it's away from people who are going to think that you're like a racist bitch because, you know, people like to make a lot of assumptions.
Not.
I would assume so, and I would hope so. I don't think that everybody else is going to immediately assume that because they will see you and go, They make the assumptions because they think that you make assumptions because of who you are, but you know, they're the judgmental ones. Anyway, we need to go find the tent. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, we're leaving.
Yay.
But I just, and she goes and like grabs her ale and just is content with just sitting there and complaining. She just.
Do you want to just take one more sip and then we go?
Fine.
Good job. Let's go.
Say that again.
Oh my god. Let's go! The cow is breaking out! Oh my god.
She stands up and like composes herself and then begins following you all.
Taller than me.
She is 5'7". So
Damn.
yes.
Just barely.
Yeah.
Just barely. Because Ambrose is tall.
Ambrose
He's pretty tall.
Yeah.
At least much
6'4".
Damn!
very
He
tall.
shrank.
Yeah.
He's tall as fuck.
Bro lost 7 inches and it went straight to his hair.
Yep.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say, but I'm glad you did.
Bro.
That was good. That was funny. I like that.
Inches,
Okay.
And it went straight to his hair.
Okay. So Macau, what is your body language like right now?
I don't know if this at all lends any understanding of the body language, but the literal vibe that Macau is experiencing right now is I have conflicting feelings towards Ambrose and Honey and all of them as a whole because no, can't do that. No, can't do that. And then this one appears, brand new. She's even more flirtatious than Honey is, and that's horrifying to him. She's also drunk, and so if he were to try to pursue that and advance that, he's not about that, because that's not appropriate and it's not fully consensual. And so he's like, I am loving the attention, but this is wrong and I hate it, and also I haven't met you yet, and so that's also weird. And so he's kind of like just like tense and trying not to be, and trying to be like, okay, like you're one of them, like I'm gonna get to know you, okay, it's gonna be cool. But he knows nothing, and so he's very nervous. And he's very conflicted. because he has feelings going on in different directions, and then this
Yeah.
happened. This is very complicated for him at this point. There are two people that he knows very well that he's like, hi. And now he's a lot.
As you guys are walking back up to the tent, Songbird would become like attached to you, Macau. Walking side by side, essentially like almost hip to hip. She's like bumping into you. And she's like looking at you at any chance she gets. And then she like narrows her eyes and looks at you.
Alright, here we go. Just walking. You okay?
You're acting weird.
Okay. Sorry?
You're not like this towards him.
Well, that's because it's a different vibe, you know?
I'm the same person.
I mean, no,
Ish.
you've got your own, like, experiences and feelings and personality. Like, you're your own person.
Thank you. But I still know a little bit about you.
Do you?
A little bit.
Okay.
From what information is leaked to me.
Okay. So then, what do you...
Well, from one of us, and she begins to like slide her hand like across like your shoulder and your neck.
Okay.
Ooh. Bear with me here. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Her voice would switch. When she says one of us, right after that her voice switches to Honey's. One of us knows you very well.
Well, yeah. We spent a lot of time together, became, real good friends, and...
There's so much that she has to say to you.
Yeah, seems like, it hasn't been very long.
And
since
then
I found out, but
there's the other one. She starts messing with your hair.
okay.
And she switches voices again to Ambrose.
This is just a beach days.
Who knows you differently.
Well, yeah, a lot of time has passed, and time changes things. And...
He has seen you at your best and at your worst.
Yeah.
He can read your body language too.
Oh.
And your eyes.
Oh. Eyes.
At that point, she like takes your chin and makes like you look at her.
Jamie's also just freaking out because I'm like, pretty lady. But I'm like,
She
no.
switches back to her songbird voice. Yes, your eyes.
Okay.
And she like leans in really close, and she has this like face of like she knows you're flustered, and she's relishing in that, and just like looks at you and kind of like a grandma, like, oh, you're so cute.
Yeah.
Just like, you're cute when you're flustered.
She's drunk. That's why she's not mad. I need to get her to bed instantly.
You need to get her to bed before she realizes.
Sobers up and gets mad.
Remind me why she would be mad at you again.
She came into existence because Honey couldn't handle the anger and the grief of the fact that I just disappeared.
Right.
And so she actually hates my fucking guts. She hates Macau. And I believe it is a direct quote from that if she ever was like if she ever like sobered up while it was still her and recognized him, she would cause him bodily harm. Like it's she fucking hates
Fair.
him.
So this.
We're like, we need to get rid of that now.
Yep. So this.
But we don't
So
know
you
that.
know that
None of us do.
she, with her being able to switch voices, she is messing with you.
Yeah.
You would immediately pick up on that. She's able to swap her voice with ease. Roll insight for me.
Okay, hold on.
Personality.
And I'll describe her in a minute. You said insight, sorry?
Please.
Okay. It's the same number. Bless you. Who was that?
Not you.
Because of what she's doing, you sense as if she's trying to lead you to a trap, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, this is an identity of Ambrose's,
Yeah.
but she is putting on a face.
Yeah.
And you get a clear sense that, like, there is a mask that she is putting on,
I knew it.
and it's not with good intentions.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. So I was like,
Yeah.
get her out.
You saw when she like leaned in close and like narrowed her eyes, there was a flash of just almost all the eye colors just like there for a moment, that like gloss over just for a brief moment. But those rose eyes of hers turned a bit more red for just a brief moment. There is something deep down within her that is a bit more malicious than the other ones, and not the sense that it's like Kaon, who does malicious things with a purpose. This is a ooh, if I get the chance to mess with you, I'm going to take it.
Okay.
And with that roll as well, you also would know that her being drunk is a disguise to hide her true intentions.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I feel like Songbird would have a higher alcohol tolerance.
Yeah, usually she would just be drunk all the time, if I remember correctly, to like not deal with the actual feelings, but the second she starts sobering up, she's like, that motherfucker. Like, that motherfucker, I hate his ass. Okay. What was the last fucking thing she said? I'm reading my body language in my eyes.
It's your eyes, yeah.
Okay.
She switched to Ambrose's voice, saying that he could read your body language and your eyes because he's seen you at your best and worst. He's gotten a spectrum of who you are, and he knows how to read you. And so Songbird is using that skill to show you she knows.
Well, my body is tired and my eyelids are getting quite heavy. So I think getting move on, getting us to bed, good idea. It's we've had, a long few days.
It's just the beginning for me.
Okay. I don't.
You don't what?
I don't think it's a good idea for you to just go about in this area,
I wasn't planning on leaving.
Okay.
Do you want me to leave,
No, I don't
Macau?
want you to go off by yourself. That's a bad idea. I think it's a bad idea for any of us to go off by ourselves, but sometimes it happens, you know?
Well, then maybe someone should accompany me. She, like, eyes you.
For what purpose? To what end?
Well, there's one end I have in mind.
I think that
You think. That's not what you do, is it? You leave that up to others. Why don't you leave the thinking up to me? And she, like, grips your arm. We don't need you for that head of yours. And she, like tries to pull you in close by gripping your arm.
Start just like place my hand on my rope.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
You're feeling stealthy, son.
You're feeling stealthy.
Well, let's see what the dice say.
Drops rope. Oh.
No.
11?
She would recognize that you are readying something, going for your rope specifically, and she would eye you for a moment, and then kind of have a face of I'll back down, and she releases the tension on your arm, Macau.
Good. I still have my hand placed there. I do not move it.
Okay.
There seems to be some sort of unspoken conversation that you're trying to have with me, but it is incredibly one-sided.
Do I have to spell it out for you, or do I have to go find someone
Well,
else?
as you put it so eloquently, I don't do thinking. So if you would like to just tell me, I'll leave that up to you. Since you said that's what I do.
She does a thing again where she grabs your chin and just kind of pulls in close, and then she lifts her chin up to you to look down at you.
Of course, that's all right.
Then she smiles. It's because Keith doesn't want to say it, she will just whisper it into your ear.
Okay.
And it is just it's another very sexually charged comment.
Okay, then for clarification's purposes, is it proposition based, or
Yeah.
is it
more so you're gonna do this.
okay.
It is not so much asking a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is for her a bit forceful.
Yeah.
Ew.
that's okay.
I actually don't like this.
No, it's
This
okay.
character's now grossing me out.
You can alter that if you want to.
True, but I'm trying to be fair to how this particular one is written.
You can adjust that as
That's
you
fair.
see fit if you're not comfortable with how it was
Oh,
originally
well,
written.
fair. It's more so just I'm just not gonna say those comments in
That's
which this person who is very,
Very, a little bit promiscuous. A little out
thank you,
there.
promiscuous.
A little
a little bit
active.
too much. Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you again. Don't do it again, or I will kill you.
You're allergic to the horn.
Rule of thirds.
I am very much allergic to this topic of conversation because I am, in fact, asexual.
Fair enough. But yeah,
Okay, he will
and so
very delicately take her by the wrist and
Okay.
pull her hand away from his face.
okay.
You are a little bit intoxicated, and also,
I'm fine.
okay, I haven't. None of us actually have gotten the chance to know you before, and so you're going to go to sleep. I'm going to go to sleep, and that will be the end of the day.
Fine.
look at that, I made a decision. Let's go. And I'll start walking. Oh.
Beautiful.
Oh no! I'm gonna back you up. It's okay. I think I fucked up.
Oh, we're in this together.
Oh no!
We're in this together. It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
Do it. I'm not a pussy.
She stops moving and just cements herself.
Songbird,
I look at you and I just...
You made a decision?
Like, can we just...
A decision?
Okay. Do you
Look
guys...
at you in your big boy pants making decisions for yourself. I'm so glad that you can do that.
Do you want to just... You want to go?
Nope,
You
yep,
wanna
I
go?
was-
Okay.
Yeah.
I-
Signaled it.
I'll hash it out. I'll hash this out.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's good.
Hey, you want to tell them the decision you made that left me like this? Huh?
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
so-
go. Come on.
Let's go.
She marches up to you and just tries to like act tall and
walking
leans
so
into you. This
slowly.
time
Yeah.
it is
We're just, like, looking
to
emotional.
intimidate you.
Yeah.
Looks down at you. Her eyes are now a blood red. Looks down and goes, "The last decision you made this. Are you happy with that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't.
With a lot of respect, we just met, okay?
Hmm.
We just met. So I don't know what's going on up there. And here.
You are the most self-centered, egotistical. Sometimes I wish we never met.
It just happened.
That was Honey's voice.
That's so fucking rude. Don't
You know how
Don't do
much
that.
she cared for you?
do that.
So much!
Don't do that.
She loved every moment you two spent together.
That's not funny.
Funny? No. Funny's when you up and left. Not said a word. You know? Do you understand? Do you have any inclination as to how much that destroyed us?
Do you think that I was unaffected? I don't know if this like trickled down to you, but we've kind of already had a conversation about that. Maybe I need to talk about it a little bit more about how it ate at me for fucking years, and then seeing her again, and knowing that that was Ambrose and just all of that, knowing that it just everything came back. So yeah, I still feel like massive shit about it.
Good. You should. And I hope you do.
I do! I feel like shit! Okay? I feel incredibly guilty. I feel bad. It was a bad idea. I could have at least written a letter or something to let her know what was going on. To tell her I was still alive, that I didn't abandon her. I get that. I sat, okay. After everything happened with Straz and the Lothminger thing, and then seeing Kasich again and all of that stuff, and then I got locked up for a while, I was left alone to think for a very long time. By myself. The only time I had any interaction with anyone else was when they gave me fucking food that was stale as shit.
Serves you right.
I made some really, really shitty choices, and maybe I am a selfish asshole, maybe I am egotistical, and I'm self-centered, and I'm just self-preserving, and I don't do anything else for anybody around me, okay? I only focus on myself. But at the same time, I thought that not going back was the best choice for her. And I had to force myself to stop caring about her because I was convinced I was never going to see her again. I stopped caring for her. I forced myself to 4 months before I met Ambrose. And then I started caring about him too. How crazy is that, huh? Some cosmic fucking prank. So yeah, I feel like shit, and you can dog on me all you want, that's fine, I deserve it. But don't stand there and make her say that shit to me. Because if she wants to, she can say it herself.
I'll relay that message. And she like walks up to you and like shoulder checks you and then keeps moving forward.
Take a second, collect myself, and then I pivot, and I start to, and I go. I'm going, my legs are fucking moving. My legs are fucking
Just
moving.
tickle.
Okay.
What's going on?
So, what an interesting conversation. Anyways,
From.
we'll pan back to that soon.
Please, no. It came from my
You
gut.
opened a can of worms
No.
now.
That was beautiful.
And you're about to go fishing.
Songbird will remember that.
Oh.
Oh.
Or no, they will remember that. There you go.
Oh, that's all.
Um,
Oh no, I just inadvertently told Ambrose I care about him. Oh shit.
Yeah, you did, buddy.
Well,
Fuck.
all right.
Oh no. Okay.
So,
Okay.
as you guys are making your way back, Eve, what are you doing? Yortamil, you guys would finally make your way back up to the mainland, escort you back to the tents, actually would escort you back to the wagon, and you would see Dara there cooking a stew
She's like, where are you?
with a massive wolf beside him who's just like, at this point, sleeping probably,
Probably.
and would lead you back to Dara. Minutes later would be followed by Ornan, then Songbird, and then Macau, in that order.
Greetings.
hey, how was your night?
Hey.
Smells good.
How was your night? Stew.
Stew.
Is this what you were doing instead of coming?
Yep. He came back with 2 rabbits. It would have been mean to not.
You know,
Sounds peaceful.
what? You're a man of the woods.
I also just don't
Ba-
drink often. I don't know what you guys want from me.
I'm glad that you had a very nice evening to yourself.
Want some stew?
We'll take some stew, yeah.
A Songbird standing there, like weight shifted to one side, arm crossed, one arm or finger like in her hair, like twirling it as she like looks just disgusted by this.
Who the fuck is she?
Oh, Songbird.
Should that mean something to me?
It's well, you see how Ambrose is in here.
Fuck.
Is she now she looks over to the student and looks over to you and then kind of like eyes you up and down and then just like
Stew? All mine.
I think I'll pass.
Disgrace.
Sorry?
You hurt me.
Yeah, hit her with that Dara sass.
I can't
just all
believe
like saying all of a
we've been
sudden, we're just-
traveling around with these people. You see her start to like talk to herself.
My cow pulls up.
Yep.
Looking mad as fuck.
You see Eve and Dara, oh not Dara, Eve and Ornan just sitting there like stringing
Stew.
you just
That would be great.
This
Just
fresh
looking
made
over, just-
rabbit hunted by Ivor.
It's a good boy. Oh,
There.
not good hit. Okay.
The horse just like
I pet them both. I struggle.
I go into the back of the wagon and I grab a carrot and I go, good boy. I'm a little pet. Oh, sorry.
All right, so you guys eat your stew. Songbird would kind of go over to the wagon and just like sit down on the edge, just kind of like arms crossed, looking away from the group. Very pouty.
Oh, she's a fucking bummer if you ask me.
What are you doing, Eve and Yortamil? The day would be winding down to a close at this point. Late evening.
So, where do you usually close out the day?
He kind of like thinks for a second, and then you see like a light bulb, and he.
Oh,
Like,
oh.
The coils.
Shall I show you?
Yeah, sure. It's been a while.
He stands up and like dusts himself off, and then offers you his hand. I think you're going to love this.
Oh.
And he would begin leading you down the main road outside of camp.
Are you coming back?
I don't know. I'll see you guys.
I guess we'll see you in the morning.
I'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, see how it goes. Find a good tent.
Okay.
Good night.
Have
Enjoy
a
your
good. Love you, girl. Have a good night.
Bye.
be
Bye.
safe?
Be
Yeah.
Be safe.
Of course.
As you guys, as they leave, you hear someone approach, and then you just hear, and then Xanarin just grabs a bowl and just serves himself too, and then just sits down without speaking, just starts eating.
Good too.
Oh, hey, bud.
Yeah, he's pretty good at what he does.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm glad.
Oh. So, you get the grand tour? You look around?
We
A bit.
perused.
Ah.
A smidge. Got some drinks.
Greater exploration will be needed because I didn't leave.
I see.
I made stew.
He like looks up and like tilts his head to get a better look and just goes, young love.
Thanks.
How old are they?
No. Young?
I don't
Strong.
know. I always forget if I'm older than Raj or not.
Close?
I can say for certain.
31,
I am older.
but I look like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
27.
I was like, I can say for certain that I am definitely the youngest here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of.
Hey, can you believe I'm older than this dick? That's crazy.
Oh, that's fucking
Hey,
crazy.
I meant that with affection. Ow! Shit sucks.
Yeah, you guys are weird.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of the gay.
Hey,
It's
at
like a
least
whole gimmick.
Yeah, it's
we're
the entire
weird
thing
and
we're
not
known for.
boring.
Yeah. You could be boring.
We could be
We
boring.
could be boring.
He like gestures you with his spoon that has a piece of rabbit, it just falls.
I gesture with my spirit.
At least you're not boring. That's a good thing. Man, you should see some of the other people back in Ocelia. There, some wild people. What is that? Salt? That's spicy.
Huh?
Oh god, he's white.
Salt?
What's the, if you don't mind me asking, what's the whole, I mean, obviously we know the base level stuff about what's going on in Ocelia.
Yeah.
With all the not good brewing tensions and all of that.
Yep, that's pretty much the gist.
Is there anything else that's like, oh, when was the last time you were there? Because we're actually looking for somebody.
Oh shit.
About a week-ish, maybe 5 days, something like that.
What did that
The
guy look
It did
like?
take us a while to get here, though.
No, I know his name was Levi. But like, what did he look like? He was
some sort of genasi.
I don't know what Dara knows.
I think we.
So like, I could.
Levi
I
is
could
a
describe
water.
him.
Levi is a water genasi.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah.
I don't know what Dara
Yeah, we don't
knows.
know what Darren knows. I think that it was shared by. I think Jean said like, "Oh, this is what he looks like," and like told us.
Did he?
Yes.
I have it written down in here
If
somewhere.
you have it written down, I don't remember him saying that. But then again, I don't remember what I did an hour ago.
Yeah, that's so fair. Around when did we story-wise did we talk to Jean for the first time?
Oh, Jean was first introduced getting the Verseculum Darkheim.
So that was way towards the beginning. But
Yeah.
when was the first
And
time
then he,
that...
I think, introduced himself in Lothminger, or maybe a little bit before that.
Yeah. Because I'm almost positive we have it written down somewhere. Sean.
That's a dragon.
Sean, Ambrose.
I searched green.
Oh.
I didn't get very far.
Genasi, maybe?
That was my next thought. Trident or water genet? Nope. Water genet? Nope.
What?
Nope.
Nope. What? Nope.
None of those.
Positive I wrote it down because
I don't think he gave you a description.
I'm pretty sure he did.
So far, everything in my notes indicates no. That could just mean that I wasn't involved, because I don't write down anything I'm not involved in for the most part.
because I could have sworn that we asked because we started asking around if people had seen a water genasi, like when we were in Sky Xanis.
Maybe you were.
I know. Oh, I may not have written it down just because I was like, I know this. But I have on here, Ambrose corruption grows up to his arm, onto his face. His eyes, now black and cloudy, represents Jean. Leviathan, the fate of future, Sai, and Jean, all part of the whole. An echo separates from Ambrose. Two voices speak at once. Made a deal with him will help Jean find Leviathan or Sai, and he'll give Ambrose his mind back and fix it. And then we proceeded to trash a lab. Oh, we were down in the spooky zone.
No,
Yeah.
great, spooky zone.
But I think that, because I know that we had been asking around, like, hey, have you heard of a genasi named Levi? And that was about it.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure we were like, in order to help you find this person, we need to know what he looks like.
Yeah, so if we see him on the fucking street, tell us in the comments if we're talking out of our asses, but I'm almost I'm almost positive. Because I distinctly remember at one point asking somebody, have you encountered a water genasi by any chance? His name is Levi.
Well, we can
But-
give the name, and if they're like,
Yeah, but
what does he look like? We can be like, vague
Well,
description.
yeah, I think that's all we have is he's a water genasi, and that's all we know. I don't think we got like he has beautiful features.
Yeah, because I don't ever remember describing him.
Yeah, so
but
I think that's all we know is Levi or Leviathan, water genasi. I think that's all we know.
I'll go with that too because I don't have it in my notes. So.
Okay. You said a week ago?
Roughly.
Okay. Would you by chance have come across anybody by the name of Leviathan or Levi's water genasi?
Blue.
I would-
Blue or green or whatever, something.
Yeah,
Just
somewhere in
like
that
like a water genasi at the wall of Ocelia.
Anywhere around there.
Anywhere
Water.
between here and Ocelia.
Levi water.
Me too, bro. You try to remember anything.
Can't say that I have. I've met quite a few people. Most of us though tend to keep our helmets on.
That's fair.
It's kind of been a new thing that recently we've been taking our helmets off because we're not in Ocelia, so people
Right,
think that we
okay,
can.
yeah.
I also just don't follow the rules, so I just take it off whenever the fuck I feel like it.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't think that he would be involved in all the stuff. Like, I don't think he'd be in your guys' ranks, maybe, because I don't think he's from here, from the information we've been told and gathered, so...
Well, I'll keep an ear out and an eye out. 2 eyes, 1 ear.
Should ask Yortamil.
Do you only have 1 ear?
I have 2.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a weird question.
Suspiciously, just
You both are like eyeballing each other.
just staring at him, and I'm like,
Maybe he's lying to us. Maybe he only has 1 ear.
He's insecure now. You've made him insecure. Look at what you've done. Now he's suspicious. And insecure. You made him insecure. Okay. Well,
I feel uncomfortable now.
good.
Okay. So, we'll say with that then, you guys would finish your evening stew as the night comes, or the evening comes to a close and night begins. Yortamil would lead you, Eve, out of the refugee camp, and the rest of you would find tents to sleep in.
Yeah.
Together, separate group.
For the safety of ourselves, all
Probably
together.
together, I feel like would be
All
good.
together.
Okay, cool. Then we will end this with you guys finding a tent to sleep in and
Okay.
Yortamil leading you out of the refugee camp at night. Okay? So,
Woohoo!
with that, we'll go ahead and end the session there.
Oh, wow.
And so, the Rift Seekers bed down for the night, and Yortamil takes Eve out for some time under the stars. There are many things left to be uncovered here in this town. So much history and lore is buried deep within the whole of Kirdragot. Soon, many things will become clear, and two worlds will collide. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you want more, why not consider subscribing to our channel? We have much for you to explore and enjoy here at the End Archives. And come join our Discord. There you can talk to the players of the campaign and be a part of our lovely community. Thank you again for listening, dear friend. And goodbye for now.